told these niggas I wasn't playing. I told the city I had them forever. We don't know shit about them other niggas. We just know them niggas better, know better. I need to get like 100 M's.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Maisie and I'm back with another video. Today's video is going to be about the first time that I came out to my mother. The first time that I came out to my mother, I was either 15 or 16. I was kind of nervous. So I didn't know what to do. I was basically freaking out on what to do, how to tell her, when to tell her. One day, I was talking to somebody, I don't know who I was talking to, and they told me you should write a letter. I think I asked somebody on Instagram and they told me to write a letter to her. But I was a bit real nervous about it, so I didn't really know what to think or how to think or... So after thinking on it, I pretty much just wrote the letter and how I felt. But the thing about the letter is that I kept knowing what to say. I didn't know how to say it. I didn't know... See, my emotions was just all over the place. One day, I was over my cousin's house and I was talking to her, and she basically told me just to tell her because her mother, she already knew. She knew that I was gay, and she knew that her daughter was gay, my cousin. And she just basically was like, well, why don't you just tell her? Why don't you just tell her? And I'm like, I don't know. My mother is different from your mother. So I can't just blurt it out and say that, oh my, like, girls. See, it's easy for some people, but it's not easy for me because me and my mother, we have this type of relationship where we can tell each other something, but on the other hand, we can't. Then my cousin was like, well, why don't you tell my mother? My mother will tell your mother. Then I was just like, but when that happens, she'll probably come to me and be like, well, why didn't you tell me this? Like, I probably wouldn't even have an answer. So what I did was I actually went on YouTube and found some come out videos, and I started watching them to get, you know, some more ideas on how to do it. And so basically I just decided to write the letter to my mother and give it to her. So I was in school when I wrote it, and when I came home from school, I got in the car, I didn't say nothing to her. We got home, didn't say nothing to her. I was actually sitting upstairs doing my homework, and I had the note sitting right next to me, and I just kept looking at it. She was like, well, what's wrong? You keep looking at me. What's wrong? I said, ain't nothing wrong. So my mom, she has daycare. So, you know, it's a lot of little kids, little babies running around. So, you know, she really didn't kind of pay attention to me. She was trying to focus on watching the kids, make sure nobody got hurt or whatever. So, after all the kids left, I decided to give her the notes. Now, when I gave her the note, I was terrified. Like, my heart felt like it was coming out of my butt. Like, I was so scared. Like, it was crazy. So she was actually on the phone with my aunt. The same aunt, you know, my cousin, her, right? So, she was on the phone with my aunt. I gave her the note and walked away. So I hear her saying, hold on, I'm gonna call you back. And she called me in the room. So I came back in the room or whatever, talking about, she was talking about, what's the letter about? I said, did you read it? She said, no, tell me about it. I said, no, maybe you should read it. So she was reading the letter and whatever. I was just sitting there nervous, tapping my foot, moving the table, all this type of stuff. I was so scared that what she was going to do. So she put the letter on the table and looked at me. So I was like, I looked at her. She was like, she put the letter on the table and looked at me. I looked at her. So she was like, you know, this is just a phase. And I'm like, this is not a phase. I was sitting there telling her, this is not a phase. Like, because when I was in the 9th grade, I had a boyfriend. I went to community service, but up the street from my house. And so she was like, you just had a boyfriend in 9th grade. I think this was like, it might have been 9th grade, because I said 15 and 16. But anyway, I had a boyfriend. She was like, oh, you're just going through a phase. You're going to come out of it. And here I am about to turn 20 and like a girl, cut my hair, dyed my hair, cut that off. All this, but I'm just like, I don't feel like she took it the way I wanted her to take it. She, to this day, she's still trying to accept the fact that I like girls. Like, she the only person that knows. My mother knows, my aunt knows, my cousin knows. I believe my brother knows. I don't know because we don't really talk. But, it's kind of crazy. That night was kind of crazy. But I feel like that I've grown. And because sometimes she still comes out with like, well, when you have a boyfriend and when you have kids. And when she said, I just look at her like, really? I want kids though. I do want kids. But me and the whole having a boyfriend, no. That's not me at all. The next time I saw my cousin, I told my cousin that I told her. She was like, oh, you told her what she said? She was basically like, it was a phase and all this other stuff. My cousin was going to say, oh, you weak. Oh, you were wet because you wrote her a note and you didn't tell her. I was like, look, at least I told her. I didn't even want to tell her. And if I wasn't going to tell her that day, she still wouldn't have known. Well, she probably would have known because of me getting my hair cut when I turned 18 and getting my hair dyed when I turned 19. And then now I'm about to turn 20 and then I'm getting my hair cut again. But, I feel like, though, just telling somebody was a big step. For me, at least. Because stuff like that, I don't tell my mother. Like, it's still stuff that I'm not going to tell my mother that I've done. But it was basically easy for her because I don't even know why. But I feel like that I went out of my comfort zone and did that. Told my mother that I like girls, and she accepted it for the moment, and then I don't feel like, I think she know. I know she knows, but she doesn't want to accept it. And it's just like, and my mother told me, well, I guess she accepted because she really don't care what I wear or how I fix my hair, because she still cut my hair to this day. So I don't really think she cares anymore. But she does care about telling my father. My father hates the fact that there's girls in this world that like girls and there's boys in this world that like boys, and transgenders and all that type of stuff. Like my father, he doesn't really accept the fact that. But I haven't told him, and I honestly think I'm not going to. If my mother don't want me to tell him, then I'm not going to tell him. So that's pretty much it. That's pretty much my come out story. I feel like that I accomplished so many things between my 9th grade year and now. 2 years out of high school, 2 years out of college. I feel like I accomplished a lot with my sexuality. So that's it, you guys. That's my come out video. Please let me know down below what other videos y'all want me to do, and I will do them. Peace. Also, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share my channel. Peace.
Told these niggas I wasn't playing. I told the city I had them forever. We don't know shit about them other niggas. We just know them niggas better, know better. I need to get like 100 M's.